Hello, Kurt here. I'm your Chief Culinary Officer.
And Melissa here, your Chief Inspirational Officer, and welcome to experience number 6. It's Mexican night with chicken and steak fajitas and a nice Malbec.
So this is experience number 6, and we don't know if you've seen some of the other ones, but I just want to kind of remind everyone, if you haven't seen our welcome video and our rules video, please take a look at that so you understand what the experience is kind of all about, so you can enjoy it as much as we do. And also, just one quick note, we don't have any music playing in our videos because it's kind of hard for us to talk and for you to hear over that. But please, when you're doing these on your own, get some nice music on, some nice background music to sort of set the mood for the evening and really enjoy it. And then tonight we're going to make chicken and steak fajitas like Melissa said. Yep. They're really yummy, it's not very hard, and we're going to have some good wine. Hey babe, my favorite part of these nights is seeing you and your incredible selection of dresses you have. And as usual, you look great. Tell us about this one.
So this one was actually a gem find. Went on vacation a couple years ago to Longboat Key, Florida, and had dinner at a restaurant, and believe it or not, I found this dress in the actual gift shop. And so it goes to show, it doesn't matter where you go, if you're at a restaurant and they have a gift shop, go check it out because you never know. You might find a really cool gem, a really nice comfortable dress. And I love this one as well, as I do all my others, just very comfy.
I remember how excited you were that night when you found that, and it certainly does look great on you.
In a restaurant.
Tonight's wine is a very nice Malbec. It's called Unanime, found it at Total Wine. So it is Mexican night, and Mexico's wine region is up and coming, but you can't find a lot of them around here. So this is a nice Malbec from Argentina. It's from Mendoza, which is their premier wine-growing Malbec region. We found it at Total Wine for, I don't know, 24 or 25 bucks, and it's a really nice Malbec. And once again, it doesn't really need to be canted, but like we said before, we just like the canning, and it just makes for a nice presentation. Melissa has it all decanted for us. And now she's going to read us the tasting notes from the winemaker.
So deeply red, this wine harmonizes concentrated aromas of plums and cherries with notes of toasted coconut. This Malbec captures the essence of truly ripe fruit flavors, offering a sweetness balanced by smooth yet robust tannins. Rich texture, complex layers, and a lengthy finish.
Malbecs are really great wines. If it's not something you've tried before, you should. Melissa's going to pour some for us here. We had it out for about a half hour before we started tonight, just to let it warm up a little bit from the wine cooler. And we're going to give this wine a try. So sometimes we get a little over-eager to try the wine, and we forget one of the important parts, which is you got to check the bouquet. Just give it a good sniff to make sure it's up to speed and what you want.
Cheers.
Cheers, babe, to another cooking and wine night.
Delicious. It's going to be great with dinner tonight.
That's a good Malbec.
Hey, babe, can't wait for dinner. So tell us what goes into tonight's meal.
So tonight we're making chicken and steak fajitas. So we have all the stuff to make them. And this is the stuff that is part of the main dinner. And then we have all the fixings together later. Melissa will tell us what's all involved in that. So we're starting off with 4 bell peppers. We have one of each color because I think it looks pretty and it just makes a nice presentation. We have 2 really big, nice Spanish onions I'm going to slice. Then we have some chili powder. We have some black pepper. We have some more of that chopped up red pepper flakes. We have about 2 cups of fresh mango salsa that I made, but you can use any kind of store-bought jar salsa that you like. And then we have some garlic salt. We have some olive oil. We have 2 boneless, skinless chicken breasts, about 1.5 pounds. And then we have about 3/4 pound of sirloin steak chopped into thin strips. And what I'm going to do is slice those chicken breasts in half and then show you how to season them up for tonight's meal. So always the first thing to do is check the wine. Yes, it's still very good, but remember, like we said before, don't drink too much, don't get drunk, make sure you save some for the meal. So the very first thing we're going to do, I cut these chicken breasts in half. I lined a tray with some foil and I put some cooking spray on it so nothing will stick. I'm going to take our salsa and just cover each chicken breast with some salsa. And then we're going to season these up with our garlic salt, our chili powder, and we usually go pretty heavy on the chili powder just to get some of that flavor out. And some black pepper. We're going to use some of this red hot chili pepper flakes, and this is to taste. If you like spicy, go a little extra. If you don't like spicy, you can either leave it out or just go very light. And then I almost forgot in the ingredients before, but I also do use this fajita seasoning, which is really good. So we're going to put some of the fajita seasoning on there. And then we're going to flip these over. And we're going to do the exact same thing on the other side. We're going to add the salsa. And salsa is also to your taste. If you like hot salsa, get some hot salsa. If you like mild, you can use mild. Whatever works. If you want more, you can use more. If you want less, you can use less. It's a great thing about this meal. It's really to your taste. Then we're going to season it with all the same stuff. And then we've set our oven to bake at 300 degrees. And what we're going to do is we're going to get them in the oven. We're going to set the timer for 25 minutes. And we're going to cook them for 25 minutes per side. And then on to the next part. So I got my Spanish onions here, and sometimes they're known as sweet onions. And you can see I've sliced them as thin as I could. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put some olive oil in the pan as usual. Don't need really a whole lot, tablespoon or two. And we're really just going to get these onions in the pan and get them starting to saute. We're not going to put the peppers in yet. We're going to set this to medium and high. And we're going to start cooking them and breaking them up as they cook. And then when they get close to being caramelized, that's when we're going to get the peppers in there. Our 15-minute timer has gone off. The onions are cooking nicely. So we're going to go to the oven. We're going to take our chicken breasts and we're just going to flip them over. Then we're going to set our timer for another 25 minutes, and after that, this should be done. We're making great progress on this meal. The onions are starting to get nice and soft. So the next step is we're going to put all these beautiful, beautiful bell peppers with all their color in with our onions. We're going to get them mixed up and let them start cooking in. And I love the color of all these peppers in here. It just looks really pretty, and when they're all done, it tastes really, really good. And then, while that's now starting to cook, now we're going to start getting our steak ready. We're going to take a sort of serrated saute pan, because that works good for this steak. Once again, a little olive oil, about 2 tablespoons. Set the heat to, again, about medium-high. And we're going to get this steak strips into the pan. And we're really going to kind of do it the same way we did with the chicken. We're going to add the salsa. And since it's just these little thin strips, we don't have to do both sides, but we are going to season them the same way with our garlic salt, with our black pepper, with our fajita seasoning, with our chili powder, and also with our red hot chili pepper flakes to give a little bit of heat. And then what we're going to do is we're going to let them start sauteing and get them cooked. And then when everything is done, we're going to put all it together. Our onions are getting nice and soft with those pretty peppers in there. The steak is just about done. So what we're going to do now, so we're going to take about 1/3 of these peppers and onions and put it in with the steak. Now, I make usually a little less steak because Melissa doesn't like steak quite as much as I do. But depending on what your ratio to steak and chicken is, do the same with your peppers. So for us, it's going to be about 1/3 is going to go into that steak mixture. And we're going to mix those all around and let the steak and the peppers and onions get all mixed up and joined together. And then our chicken was done from the oven. So if you can see right here, I kind of sliced it all up nice and thin. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put the chicken in with the remaining onions and peppers. And make sure we mix it all up really nice and good. And then what we're going to do is let this all sort of combine and cook up just for about 4 to 5 minutes. Let everything kind of get in there together. And then we'll be ready to go out and have a great dinner. And we actually still have wine left. So I'm excited, honey. We haven't made this in a long time.
So, sweetheart, you have made us a beautiful dinner. And what we have here are our tortillas, obviously. To start with, we've got some chicken and we've got some beef. And then our condiments, we like lettuce, tomato, some cheese, as well as some black olives, sour cream, and last but not least, the homemade mango pineapple salsa.
So it's a beautiful little setup, honey, as usual. And fajitas, you know, are kind of like everybody's taste. You know, that's the condiments we like. If there's something extra you like, just add it in. And everybody knows how to make a fajita, so we don't need to show you how to do that. But just don't forget that we do have some cool Cooking and Wine for Lovers products. We have our glasses, the white and the purple ones. We have some coasters, and you guys saw the cutting board earlier. So we're going to sit down here and put this all together. Hey babe, it's another beautifully romantic evening, Cooking and Wine for Lovers. I love doing this with you. Can't wait to eat. We're going to finish our wine, finish our dinner, go in and see what happens.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Love you, babe.
Love you too, sweetheart.
The couple that cooks together stays together.
For sure.
See you next
See you guys
time.
next time. Thanks for coming along.